Awesome. Danny, how's it going?
Oh, everything's good, man. How are you?
Oh, dude, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
A little bit about myself. I'm a promoter. I've been a music journalist for, 25 years. I've been around music and musicians for probably 30 of my 47 years. And I just love music almost above everything else. Almost.
How has it defined you, music?
Well, it defined me early on. I'm not a musician. I don't play anything. I was born with cerebral palsy and I can't seem to get my hands to do the right things. But I had this uncanny ability, it seemed like, to remember music lyrics, music, facts about that music, or anything. Anything I heard, I'd remember. So that started early on in life, and my sister would even use me as a trick for her friends. Ask me, who sang this? What record was that on? Blah, blah, blah.
And
so it's defined, and I would know it. And it, from like seemingly out of nowhere. Just, I don't know where I would get all the information that I got. But I would have that information, and it's just made me the music man, I suppose.
And this was all before the internet.
Oh yeah, this was a little kid listening to the radio, picking up all the information, and going down to the Ben Franklin and buying records, and having a sister that was 5 years older than me that, thank God, had good taste in music. So I listened to a lot of good things through the wall.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That my sister.
She lived like in the next room over, so I'd listen to like New Police records and shit in the 80s. Through the wall. And if it was something I would show interest in, she would have it for about 2 or 3 months, and then she would give it to me and say, I don't like this anymore, you can have this. It was her way of being nice without being openly nice. Like, sisters can't just be nice.
Oh no, mine was 9 years older than me.
Ooh, yeah.
But
5 years was rough.
What was some other memories around that time of getting turned on to music, or a certain record, or a certain...
I can tell you the first record I bought with my own money. To this day, I can remember. It was the Purple Rain soundtrack in 1984 or 5, whenever that came out. And then the next one I bought was Van Halen, 1984.
Nice.
And then after that, I don't know. It just kind of took off.
Yeah. Yeah, but you always remember your first one, though.
Yeah. I bought it at the Ben Franklin in Trenton, Missouri when I was a kid. Yep. I wish I still had that one, but I don't.
Are you not from St. Joe?
No, I'm not from St. Joe. I'm originally from Minden, Missouri. Population, what did the sign say last time we were there? 200 something?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, nobody has. Just a little Missouri town. And I lived in Trenton, Missouri until I was 12, and then we moved back to the Minden area. And then I left as soon as I could.
Did you come to St. Joe first? Or?
Yeah, I got married, and my wife at the time, her parents owned a painting company here in town, and we came here so she could work for them. And I became a stay-at-home dad with my daughter at the time. And I'd always been writing, and I started writing like reviews, album reviews and stuff, and sending them out with my spare time. You're staying home dad, you do have a little bit. And I just started getting picked up by magazines. And
what year was this? Around like time wise?
This would have been 98, 99, 2000, something like that.
Wow.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Over 20 years ago. Yeah. Not bad for a guy that smoked his way through 1 year of college.
Hey, that's college. Am I right?
It's not necessary right now anymore.
No, not especially not now. But do you remember your first written music review or?
My first review, no. My first local interview in St. Joe, yes. I interviewed Alice. I don't remember. I don't know if you remember that band or not.
I seen them once.
That was the very first local interview I did.
Awesome.
Was Alice, and that was probably 2000.
Yeah, they were a 3-piece.
Yeah, Bobby Floyd, Erica, and Rachel. They were a 3-piece. Where you going? Yeah, that was probably the first one I did, and then the next one I think maybe was Pompous Pilot.
Oh wow!
And then after that, I don't remember. I know I interviewed the Rogers once, which is they're kind of a legendary band around here. Deuces. See you later. You coming back tonight, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, here I can.
You can edit all that out.
That's cool. That's cool. That, or I can stop one or whatever.
It works. Sorry, she's going to hang out with friends. So yeah, I don't know. That was the first. As a review wise, no, I don't remember the first one I did. I don't think. I'd have to go back through all my articles I've kept and find it.
Do you still have a bunch of them, or?
I've got them all, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I believe if you publish something, you should keep a copy of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it be a file on a flash drive or a physical copy. I prefer a physical copy because I like holding things and reading them and the smell of the paper. And that's why I like books. Moved in here in July. I don't have enough bookcases, but I got a whole bunch of books, man.
Oh God.
A whole lot.
So does my wife. Well, like she could start a library.
I have 150 books in this apartment right now, just on rock and roll. No shit.
No shit.
Yep.
Oh God, I loved.
I
still
have a music library.
Autobiographies, biographies. My sister, she turned me on to the Marilyn Manson autobiography when I was 14.
I haven't read that one.
For a 14-year-old who like has like body issues and all that, you feel like whatever. Yeah. Man, it hit the fucking sweet spot.
I think the best music biography I've ever read was Hardcore Troubadour, the Steve Earle story, the life and near death of Steve Earle. That book is fucking great.
I don't know that one.
That's great. And then you got the classics like Our Band Could Be Your Life. You ever read that book?
Oh God, which one was that? Is that the?
It's in 4 sections. It's got Husker Du, Black Flag, Dinosaur Jr.
Okay, that's why that sounds familiar.
Black Flag. I think the Minutemen. Yeah.
I love me.
But there's 4 sections in it, and they're all about a different band.
No One Here Gets Out Alive, the Jim Morrison biography.
That one's good. Please Kill Me by Legs McNeil is a definitive biography on punk, early punk. It's over there on the shelf, actually. I've read it multiple times. And there's so many. I could sit here and talk about this entire podcast and talk about books.
We can do that at a different one.
Okay.
But like, oh man. But Danny.
Yeah.
You also have a different. You have an alias, if you will.
Yeah, so to speak. Yeah. Dr. 47. There's not some cool story behind it, I'll promise you. It is my first 2 initials, DR, and my favorite number. It was having cerebral palsy since birth. I've been to the doctor a lot. So I was called a doctor a lot when I was a kid. Oh, Danny's the doctor. Ask him. He'd know. So there you go.
Yeah, that's still a story, though.
Yeah. It's not a very inventive one. But it is. I like the name. It's stuck.
Yeah.
It was the funniest thing. Tarek Newton of Scruffy and the janitors here in town. I started using Dr. 47, and nobody knew it was me at first. Nobody knew I was Dr. 47. I just kept it real quiet. He'd go out there, and he ran into me at the cafe one night. He goes, "Hey, man, I got to ask you something." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Man, who's this Dr. 47 guy here in town?" And I was like, I don't know. I've just kind of heard it around. I don't know who this guy is. All I know is he's coming in town and booking shows. That's all I know. And his brother Trevin was sitting there, and he smiled at me. He smiled a little bit, and I looked at him. He goes, "It's you, isn't it?" And I go, "What do you mean?" And then Terry goes, "Of course it's you. It's you, isn't it?" I was like, "Yes." And then it got out after that.
So when did you start booking shows?
Let's see, what year is this? 2022. Let's see. I booked shows at the Rendezvous for about 4 or 5 years, something like that. And then when Skate Bar was getting ready to open, my best friend Mark, that shoots all the video, said that he'd run into Brandon, the owner of Skate Bar. And it was not even, they had the building. The idea of it was going to open. They had the building. But I guess Mark had been riding skateboards with Brandon since they was like 15. So they'd known each other forever, you know. And Mark had stopped in and was talking to him. And Brandon goes, "Well, I got this skateboard shop, but I really want to have bands in here too, but I don't know anybody." And Mark goes, "Well, I know the guy to get you some bands." And he took me in there, and I met Brandon, and I've been booking in there ever since.
Nice. And it was love at first sight.
Yeah, it worked. It was a nice meet that very first time. I got along with Brandon very well that first time. So,
and you guys are bringing in so many bands, and I am damn grateful.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Louie my wife did the math.
Oh yeah.
I did do the math. If we averaged at like 9 bands a weekend, so 3 bands a night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I didn't count every band through the week or every show through the week because they were so sporadic. We were even open on Mondays when we were generally closed.
We had a sold out
night. We would
night
have
on a
tours
Wednesday.
come in on Wednesdays and bring 5 bands in a single night on a Wednesday and have the place packed.
A sold out night in St. Joe on a Wednesday.
All that I counted, we're about at like 345, 350 bands probably that have come through Skate Bar. And there are some repeats in there, but...
Yeah.
And Skate Bar has only been open a
January.
year. Not even a year?
Not even a
Nope.
year.
Not even a year.
The grand opening show was in the very last week of January, I believe.
It's like January 24th or something like that.
So it's only really been open hard since February. Really.
We've had consistent bands, I would say, since March. And then this summer, it just took off because everybody came out of COVID. Mm-hmm. And they, spent that time in quarantine practicing their instruments, writing their songs, and honing their skills, and came out of it with a fucking fire under their asses.
And everyone was ready to see live music.
And yeah, that's what I was going to say. When I started booking, I talked to Brandon. Excuse me. I talked to Brandon and set that up to start helping him book. I don't do all the booking. Brandon and Jesse do some too, which is great because I'm not carrying the whole load. It's awesome. Yeah. I love that. And we're all on the same page.
It's a team.
It's a team. It is definitely a team effort. It's a family effort at this point. I mean, because we've been in it so deep. It hit so hard and fast. Once the band started coming, they started coming. I remember, not to sound arrogant, but I did tell Brandon that night when I shook hands to make the deal with it, I said, well, I hope you're ready for a flood because it's coming. Because I've been a music journalist around here for 25 years, and I'm on good terms with like every band around. So once I started booking Skate Bar, they started coming out of the woodwork, man.
And not just local bands either, but can you talk about some of the national touring acts?
Well, we had in September we had Agent Orange. We've had Mike Vallely twice. Let's see. We've had a really good band from Little Rock called Moon Main. They've been here twice. Man, there's just good bands from everywhere.
We've had Legs the band from Colorado with Ricky Spanish. Also
yeah,
from
they were great. Legs the band was
Denver.
great. New Rocket Union. Here, let me look at my table here.
At your table, you got stickers all over our coffee.
Yeah, there's stickers all over my coffee table. New Rocket Union from Minneapolis was great. Bellhead from Chicago was great. Bombs Blast, for the life of me, I don't remember where they're from, but they're awesome.
Barefoot and Sunshine, that was a nice folky
from
duo
Louisiana.
From New Orleans.
I mean, there's bands coming from everywhere. I wish I could remember more. Hey, wait a minute. Duh. I've got my schedule right here.
The Bible.
I could tell you. I'll just read down through here some.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And
hold on a second. I got to get my Bible out.
Oh, you're good. We're going to do a...
From notable bands or good bands. Let's see. From here in town, there's Double Downer is a good band. They'd be a good band to talk to.
What kind of sound are they?
That is hard to place.
It's really hard to pin that one down.
Ooh, that's good though. Right on.
Yeah, it is.
I'll have to check that out.
It is good.
They've got a lot of punk influence.
But there's dance in there too, kind of. I don't know. It's interesting. And that's good if you can get me to where I'm not sure how to peg it. And that's pretty good. You're doing pretty well. Because usually I can. Like from Kansas City, Killer City's good. X-Bombers from Illinois is awesome. They played. One of my favorite bands from around here, they're from Raytown, Gutter Buds. They're amazing, dude. They're so good.
Do they have any shows coming up at the skate bar?
Let's see. The next time let me see. I think the next time they're playing is my birthday show in January, I think. Because they just played the Halloween show, which was packed. It was amazing. We had 6 bands at the Halloween show. Gutter Buds, I think they're coming back for my birthday. My birthday show is going to be on Friday the 13th in January. Because my birthday is January 2nd, but I want to have it on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So far, I've got 5 bands coming.
Which bands?
Let's see. Gutter Buds is playing. Blondo from... Where are they from? Nebraska. Blondo's going to play. Shit, I don't remember who I was playing. There's the list. Blood Daubers from Kansas are coming. Good friends of mine. A 2-piece, desert rock doom shit.
Nice.
It's cool. Let's see. I'm trying to remember who all was coming. I feel like an asshole. Oh, the December from St. Joe is going to play. Maybe Dan Jones and the Squids from Kansas City. They might wind up playing. I'm trying to remember who all was playing on it. I feel like an asshole for not remembering automatically. I usually remember all this shit. Let's see. Let me look at I probably didn't write him down. Blondo, Gutter Buds, December. Oh, shit. There's 4 or 5 of them. I don't remember who all I said was going to play it now. Anytime I announce I want to do any kind of show like that, I just get beat over the head. Bands. It seems like everybody wants to play it.
Everybody's ready to... Yeah.
Everybody wants to play.
Yeah, we did speak.
And with booking shows, at the time of the year that I fell into booking shows with Brandon at Skate Bar was the perfect time for me to do that. One, because bands were coming out of COVID and they really wanted to play. Because most of the people I know are working musicians. What are these people supposed to do? After COVID and everybody said it was cool to go out and play, well, they're chomping at the bit, man. They're ready to go. And 2, I found out that is the perfect time to hit up bands because they're getting their spring and their summer tours together. So I hit the perfect little December, January, February, that little bubble in there. That was perfect because everybody was like, oh yeah, we're planning our tour. Blah, blah, blah. And it just, once I started hitting people up, it just went nuts.
People really connected with the skate bar. You go there and when I seen first Jason, there was photographers there. A guy dressed as Jason realistically.
That was our buddy Dylan. He hangs out down there. He does horror makeup and stuff.
Oh, no way.
So yeah, but man, yeah, there's been crazy ass shows.
There's a community that's built up around it. It's like everybody who didn't have a place to go before, because every bar has its kind of like demographic, and there really wasn't anywhere for punk rock here in town.
People like us never had a place to go.
Yeah.
Really.
And punk rock isn't just like a specific look or a kind of a outfit. I don't know.
It's just a way of being.
Yeah, it's a way of being. There are all kinds of people who come to skate bar, and it's really cool that so many people from so many different walks of life can come together and enjoy the same evening, and there's smiles all around. Nobody's having a bad time. It's really cool. It's very, very unique spot.
And I think the difference between skate bar and other places in town are bars that have bands. I look at skate bar as a venue that happens to sell beer and shots.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah.
Because that's all you can really get at skate bar is a beer or a shot. They don't have a full bar, don't have all that stuff, because their focus is music. It's a venue with a bar. And Louie pointed that out to me. She said one night, well, this is just a venue with a bar, not a bar that happened to decide to have bands in it.
Well,
there's a difference.
The cool thing is, though, during the day, though, you can actually go.
Yeah, you can go in and buy skateboards.
Yeah, you can get the skate in your skate bar.
Yeah, I've got 2 skateboards myself right from a skate bar. One of them Mike Vallely brought down this first time that he played.
On like 2 or 3 different occasions, I've seen Brandon set up a skateboard on the bar as a show was going on. Sold the skateboard during the show and was setting it up for somebody on the bar while there was a show happening.
And then people take it out to the street.
Yeah, and then they take it out and ride it immediately.
Test it out.
Yeah, he'll say test it and bring it back in, see if it works.
There's always at least one person outside in the street on their skateboard.
Yeah.
Unless it's raining.
I noticed that.
Yeah, it's either Osiris or it's me or it's Brandon.
Yep.
Or it's one of the people who are out of town. I think it's
yeah.
really fun whenever out of town people bring their boards. Because then they can shred it with us. It's I don't know, it's a 4D experience.
A good time is encouraged.
And you can board with them.
That's true, because you can hear it outside, so like you can experience it in different ways if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Most of the time I'm out front listening to the bands because I believe I can hear things better outside, because I've spent so much time in bars and clubs over the years that my hearing's about blown. So if I'm outside, I can hear it a little better. It's not as, I can hear the instruments better. I can pick stuff out better if
Being
I'm outside.
takes the
And
noise out.
plus I could be outside and I'm talking to bands. People come up to me and hit me up about a show, so I got to break my calendar out. I started carrying my bag and my calendar all the time because I'm always getting asked about shows and dates and shit. So.
What was one of the last bands that made you turn your head and look inside and just see what was going on? Like just a real.
Bellhead from Chicago did that to me. They brought me back inside. That's really something. That's what I tell bands too. Don't be offended if I get up and walk out. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean I don't like you or something. I'm just going out to listen. But if you bring me back inside, like Gutter Buds did that. They brought me back inside to watch the bands. Arson Class from Kansas City. I've been friends with them for years.
Yeah.
They always bring me back inside. Even if I'm out hanging out, I'm like, I'll get back to you in a minute. I got to go back inside. There are bands that do pull me back into the bar. And I have to. And if I do that, I'm like right there watching. Like right there by the stacks. So, yeah. I just love what I do. It's so awesome.
And how did we discuss how long you've been booking bands?
Total, I don't know, 7 years.
Damn.
Something like that. Total. And before that, I'd have a band hit me up and ask me if I knew of a place in town or knew of a place in Kansas City, and I'm like, yeah, I'll help you out if I can. I get hold of somebody and I set up shows. That's not booking shows, that's just helping friends out. But I've been booking shows probably 6 or 7 years.
Nice.
Something like that. I didn't just start. I just started getting hit. I just started getting real serious about it.
And that's when it really started to like hit with first maybe the Rendezvous, and then
We had a lot of really great bands at Rendezvous. I had a good time there. No, but I have it much easier at Skate Bar. We're all on the same page. We're all of a like mind. Where if I like a band, then Brandon is gonna like it. It seems like, or if he likes a band, I'm into it. So we never have any kind of button heads about shows at all. It's like, oh, that sounds great. Put them on. And if he hits up a band, if a band hits him up about a date, he gets a hold of me immediately and lets me know when I get to work on it. Or if I get a date, somebody wants a date, I let him know. There's communication there is unreal. I've never done a job ever where I had communication like that. I don't have to wait to find out something. I want to know things right now.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know things right now. What do you think about this right now?
I've messaged a few bands and it's been like, I just get antsy.
Yeah. It's hard to wait sometimes.
So you've talked about, you have your birthday show coming up. And I imagine there's a 1-year anniversary show planned for the skate park.
We haven't really talked about it yet. They haven't really talked about it yet. I need to talk to Brandon about that and see what he wants to do about that. I don't think we've really discussed that too much. I know it's been announced we're having something to make, Skate Bar Palooza.
Skate Bar Palooza?
Yeah. We're going to have a bunch of bands of that, and that's to raise money for the new skate park that they're trying to build.
No shit.
They've got a certain amount of money. I don't remember how much they have, but they need so much more.
Yeah.
So Brandon and I can't really say who we're talking to, but
have they found like a spot for it yet?
I can't. All I can say is the show's been announced and it's probably going to be in May.
Awesome.
I can't really say anything else about it.
Nice. It's just Skate-a-palooza?
Yeah, it's Skate Bar Palooza, and it's to raise money for the new big skate park that they're doing here in town, which is needed.
Yeah,
there's a lot of skaters. I didn't really notice the amount of skateboarders in St. Joe until I started hanging out at Skate Bar. Man, now everywhere I go in town, I see a kid on a skateboard. If it's warm out, there's a kid on a skateboard somewhere.
That's awesome, though.
Always. Yeah, man. I don't know. What else do you want to know about me?
Man, so let's see. We talked about big show in January. 1 year that is kind of...
We'll probably
it'll be worked out.
More than likely we'll do something.
Skate-a-palooza in March?
In May.
May.
We're looking at May on that. But that's been announced and everything. I just can't say anything else about that one. I don't know. I guess I can look in here and see what we got going on. Many Colored Death's coming in December. They're awesome. Small Waves is coming back. Sirens in the Suburbs is a good band from Kansas City. They're coming back. Tragic Fate is having their first show at Skate Bar on the 26th of November.
Their Thanksgiving Massacre show.
Thanksgiving Massacre. We're watching Thanksgiving.
Oh, no shit. I love that movie.
And then having the concert after.
Nice.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm flipping through my book.
Oh, no, you're
December.
good. I'm still processing, like, everybody watching Thanksgiving and...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. January, I have my birthday show. The Tiki Brawlers are coming the 14th of January. They're a real good band from the area. Ganoderma's coming back with Petty on January 20th. Ganoderma's awesome. Hosferatu will be here with hopefully Torn Asunder. I need to hit them up on the 21st of January with Jackson County 5. Oh yeah, man. There's all kinds of shit going on. I'm constantly busy.
So if people do want to reach out to you, like for maybe a music review or to play at the skate ball.
Yeah, if you wanna talk to me about music or are interested in booking Skate Bar, you can get a hold of me, Danny R. Phillips on Facebook or Dr. 47 Presents on Instagram.
Awesome.
Yep.
Danny.
Yep.
Hey, thank you for coming on.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah. And if you ever want to talk